Tastes great. You know what I'm saying? Welcome! We're live. We're live.
What it do?
For Thirsty Thursday. Grab your favorite beverage of any type. Come down and sit here as we watch Pitstall Short Track Series on the big screen.
Oh man! You upside down.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
You're flying.
Elon Musk, his recruiting on the racetrack tonight.
Already.
Mm-hmm.
Just some practice.
Oh yeah, I gotta get a camera angle that actually zooms out a good bit.
Oh, you know what I need to pull up that thing.
Well,
That thing.
that would be awesome. Oh, it's doing a. Well, no, just nowhere on the field right now. Okay, that's different.
Caden and
Yes.
who is that? Who's with Caden?
Who's on the course right now, Caden?
Oh yeah, Caden and Aiden Christensen.
Well,
Wow, that was a great save.
TV1, TV2, and TV3 are all the same angle. Oh, Caden to the wall, fishtailing, dirt tracking it. Car almost tipped over.
I used TV2, and I changed the zoom to 14.5 for all the
Let's rock. TV2, that's Control Z, right?
F12.
Or Control F. Why do I think Z?
That's the free cam and replay.
Oh, why is my camera moving? Oh, hold on. Control Z. Alright, so you zoom to what, 14 you said?
14.50.
Yo, John Garrett, thanks for liking the stream.
What up with ya? Holla at your boy.
Holla at your boy.
John's dropping his Twitch channel on our comments.
Do it. I don't care. Send it.
John trying to get some love there.
I was about to say, you got more love than we do. What are you talking about, bro? It's all good. We'll post. I'll put it up I'll pin it. I don't care. Here, look at this.
He already put it up there.
Pin that to the top of the stream. You know what? Here, I'm gonna. Well, no, I can't do that. Never mind. I can't respond on all platforms by typing one message. That would be nice, though. Yeah. That would be a beautiful, beautiful thing. John Garrett, how you doing over there at Fort Worth Screen Printing? For all your screen printing needs. How you doing, buddy? Glad to see you here, enjoying the show.
Yeah, thank you.
I have a feeling we're going to see some hardcore dirt tracking coming out of every corner, just like Caden just did right there, as I said it. So that's that. My phone. Oh, my phone. See what old Mr. John Garrett's all about. Oh, he is alive. It's stream starting. There we go. I'll pull it up on my phone.
Yeah.
Let it run on the Wi-Fi. Ooh. That sounded a little harsh.
Yeah, a little bit of a hefty hit there.
Yeah, I wasn't even on it. I just heard blam! Somebody got sent to space. Yes. Thank you for sharing the stream, brother. Multitasking over here.
That's what I do.
That's what he does. Oh yeah, even Cody Griffin fishtailing it pretty bad. Uncontrollably fishtailing it, not his normal.
Oh man. But that boy lives on the edge, out of control.
He almost just threaded the needle between two guardrails sideways.
Whatever.
Almost.
Right. Practice complete. Moving into some qualifying here.
No, I'm just seeing everybody bounce into walls.
I'm enjoying my popcorn and my monster.
I'm enjoying my second beer. I had a preview.
Out of a can? What are you
Yeah,
drinking out of a can?
it's free.
What are you drinking out of a can?
Yingling.
Oh,
Yingling tastes better in cans.
Yingling tastes like dog water.
Eh. It was free. There you go.
Can't go wrong with
No.
$3.99.
I walked down to the neighbor's house, grabbed two, I said, hey, I need these for the road, came back. He goes, all right, you get it, buddy. Just walked in, grabbed 2 beers, and left. Oh, yeah, fishtailing and qualifying. Let's do it. Anthony Poston in that Hooters #1 car.
Jeff Clifton coming out, dropping the bad boy lap. Man, fast lap so far.
Yeah, I'm going to actually change it up. Because, by the way, I meant to ask you, what is the deal with the X after your guys' name in your league?
Oh, we didn't change it.
What up, Morning? Thanks for the emotes, buddy.
In iRacing, you can go in there and change your nickname for the race.
Yeah.
In ours, we just kept your nickname was your same iRacing name, but with an X in parentheses because it denoted you made it to the playoffs. So if you still have an X, you're still in contention.
Well, if you realize, I don't know if you know this, but on the top 10 as you run, if you have an X in your name, it just puts your first initial and X.
Okay.
Do you know how many first initials of the letter D you guys have?
Dave, Dirk, Don.
Yes. So
Got no car numbers at that point.
As those 3 are in the top 5, it just says DX positions 1 through whatever, and then JX for you, and SX for Steve. You get my point.
You just gotta know who's who, man.
Well, if I'm doing a top 10 as they run, I'm like, oh yeah, I gotta figure out where everybody's at, and then I'm like, oh well, I got nothing, guys. Sorry. That's it.
I mean, that's fair enough.
All
right. Well, 2 minutes up to this qualifying session. Relatively small field tonight for these guys. A little surprise, down to 11 cars tonight total. But it should be fun, given that it's a tough track. It's a half-mile track, so.
Tim Lee, thank you for liking the stream. We like you too, bud.
I was waiting for it.
But, I mean, I have to say it every time at this point. Some people get this sometimes, though. It depends on my mood.
Right? Danielle says it all the time. She's like, oh, every time I like the stream, Mikey says it. We like you too sometimes.
Sometimes. When you're not riddled with the vid.
Oh, she's COVID-free. Got her second test today.
Well, that's good.
No more vid.
No mas.
No mas.
No mas vid. Tell you what, one of our crews today was super surprised that I started throwing Spanish at them. They're like, whoa!
Whoa!
A supervisor that speaks Spanish? What the hell?
Alright. So, with a minute to go, Jeff Clifton, fastest lap, followed by Caden, then Len. Aiden, which we've seen Aiden a few times. Tom Lee.
He was a late join, right? If I remember correctly.
Yeah, I think so. Having a good week. Anthony Poston, followed by John Garrett, then Gordon Larson. Then Tim Lee down there at the bottom.
I am.
Good old race control. Also, side note for you, my friend. The timing screen. You remember we were doing that? The timing screen?
Yeah.
Big list of stuff. You have to reopen it during each heat or portion of the race. Like if you have a practice, qualify, and a race, for every single one you have to close out of it and reopen it every time it switches from practice to qualify to race.
Oh, okay.
Because it does not auto-update between events like that.
Okay.
Just for future reference for you, obviously. Yeah, each stage of the race you have to like reopen it. It's strange.
No, normally I don't have my dogs in here. But
Now you do. Starting grid.
got bear
As you
here.
read it
Yeah,
off,
let's fire
it
it up.
looks like it has not changed much. Jeffrey Clifton, 17.7. Caden Tuft, even though he was sideways and scraping the wall with the rear end of his car, he's 17.7 as well. Len McNeese, 17.76. Really close to those top three.
Obviously, no race.
Less than, what's that, 5/100ths of a second between the top three cars? Anyway, Aiden Christensen at 17.82. Tommy Lee, not the one that plays drugs, is coming in 5th right now, 17.83. Good old Anthony Poston. It says 51 on here. That is a lie. It is the #1 car, and he is a big Hooters fan. Apparently, he says he goes for the wings. That's what he says. That's his truth. All right, John Garrett coming in at number 7, 17.81. Gordon Larson at 17.86 in 8th place right now. Tim Lee, my microphone just fell over. Tim Lee, our owner, rocking that 9th place, 17.93. Eric Blount, the number 6 car, and Cody Griffin, the 03 car, did not qualify, but something tells me they're both going to be out front.
See our boys work their way to the front.
Yeah,
they usually do.
That is
Top
what
front contenders.
That is just what they do for a living.
Well,
you guys have a wonderful race, have a clean race, and have a good time.
I'm thinking. Last week we had Eric, Tanton, and Cody finish in the top 3, so no Tanton tonight.
Senior Woldridge, I believe is how you pronounce his last name. Woldridge.
Yeah, Woldridge.
Yeah, I always have to slow it down. My brain is just, trying to move too quickly. Or too slow, depending on the time of day. And if there's caffeine involved or not.
Or alcohol. Let's do it to it.
Also a good
One
point.
to go to green.
I like actually Len's simple, yet really stand out red color.
Like red velvet.
Yeah. It's like a blood red color. It's like super dark. I like it. I think he needs to add a little bit more in like the hood area and the rear quarters, but I like the basicness to it.
I would do just some yellow. Just some light yellow.
Or just some sponsored like logos on it or something along those lines. I like it, but that's just me.
A couple small shapes.
Yeah, just the simplicity. Sometimes that's the best way to do it. I mean, and these are really cool shaped cars too. So
yeah, they are. They're fun to watch. All right, candy apple red.
I don't know if that's candy apple red. I think it's a little brighter. Green
Here
flag
we go.
racing. Oh,
we're running.
What was that moan? What was that? Where did that come from?
Kate Tough to the outside. Hank Tough on the outside. Jeff Clifton gives him a little shebang.
Oh,
look at him drive that. Wow.
Rocking it sideways all the way through. Nice work.
Next car. Yeah, all right, Kate, you just bought yourself a visit to the booth when we get our first caution. That was a heck of a drive.
Right on the start, just completely sideways. Just riding it out.
Len down there just slamming into the curb. Coming out a little bit high. Man, this is a great race already off the rip.
Caden rocking it Ken Block style off the first lap. Something tells me these cars are going to be a little loose tonight when they start getting a little wear on them tires.
No kidding already. Aiden out here running P3. Looks like Caden said, all right, I've had enough of doing the follow the thing. I'm going to go out front and see what I can get here. Caden makes a move on Jeff. Going to go ahead and get around. Aiden feeling out the line there. A little loose.
Now that he's by himself, and he's probably going to push his own limits because that's just what he does. I'm kind of curious if he's going to pull that same thing off because he didn't even really slow down.
No.
And he's curb hopping.
Really.
That's what we like to see.
Yeah.
We got a Tony Hawk Pro Skater in here tonight. I haven't seen that move in a few races, actually. I have not seen a wall grind going on.
Not in a while. No wall grinds.
No wall grind. So.
But at the rate, It looks like Len and Aiden down here they're 50-50 grinding that inside curb though on turn 2. There we go. Caden getting down low. Aiden starting to close the gap up to Jeff. Poor Anthony Poston, he's got left hung out to dry out in that outside line, but he looks like he worked his way back down to the low line.
Yeah, he did. He kind of fit his car probably where it was a little bit narrower.
Now, some people say this track is like a one-line racetrack. I don't feel that way. I always try to find a different line.
Not right now. You see Caden come sideways on the high line and still have the speed to catch up to Jeff. I mean...
That's what I'm saying. A lot of people say some of these racetracks are one line. I like to say you can make it 2 lines if you know how to drive it.
You know what? I think a Saturday night we need to have the 87s on here.
I love
just a Saturday night.
87.
Just a Saturday night on here.
All right, looks like Len is starting to work his way up to Aiden, maybe a little bit coming out of turn 1 and 2, but Aiden is really pushing the issue with Jeff here, and just sending her in.
I think he's faster. I think Aiden's faster, but Jeff has the same line.
I don't know. Look at Aiden's entry. He stays high.
Yeah. It's hard to say. What's his last name? Christensen?
Yeah. I need to keep a pen up here.
It says 124 on here, but it's actually a lie. It is 24. The 1 is missing. The 1 fell off the car when he took off.
Yeah, it did. 1 fell right off.
He's too fast.
Look at that rotor glow. Beating the brakes off the car. Literally.
Well, I mean, this track, you're gonna... See how fast he comes out. Because he starts way high, cuts about mid, and then comes out high again.
Yeah, it's 2 different lines. I used to at the racetrack, too.
Yeah, he kind of races like you do at Vegas.
Watch his turn 1 and 2. He's high. Stays high. Look how high he stays. All the way in lane 3. All the way to a late apex. Comes down to center. Now here, turn 3 and 4, he shoots down to the low line and it hugs the low line.
Yeah, he races like you do in Vegas.
Yeah, two different lines, which, hey.
It's like a copy and paste.
I mean, I run pretty well at Vegas, so.
I mean, it works there.
Looks like I had a good battle going back on there with Anthony Poston in the 51, though.
Let's move it over because I'm kind of locked onto Aiden.
Oh, there it is.
Switched over.
Yeah, I'm glad I switched. Wow. There's your 50-50 nose grind.
Yeah.
There's your Tony Hawk Pro Skater.
Alright, let's bring it on back, see what happened there. I'm going to go far chase on Cody Griffin because he was right behind him. Oh, yeah, he hit the wall coming out of the corner on that right side. He did the wall grind on his own, and Cody Griffin just kind of caught him as he was spinning.
Into the wall.
Yep, double bunny hopped up into the wall.
Then John Garrett down there just gave him the good old 1-2 after the fact, but not on purpose, obviously.
Yeah, just trying to get away from him. I mean, you see, he tried to dive to the inside, but he's slowing it up. Yeah, he tried. It wasn't too bad a hit, though.
Yeah, Eric, I think you hit the wall. Next thing I knew, you were sideways in front of me, buddy. Yeah, you know,
Yeah, think. There was no thinking about that. He definitely got that wall first before he got to Cody Griffin's hood.
Right?
Let's run it back.
A lot of that in practice. I don't know why this track is so particular to it.
Let's run it back some more.
We're in Southern
National. Yeah, right here. Yeah, bam! Right as it turns yellow into red, coming out of the turn,
yeah,
his car hits. Left a good mark, the good old Darlington scuff right there. And then, yeah, he definitely did the Tony Hawk skills right there, and went right across the hood of Cody Griffin. So that is what happened, my friend. I might have to turn the radios down because they're a lot louder today than they normally are. It's different for.
Yeah, it depends. Yeah, it depends on your volume input.
That one was a little wild. There is a feedback. Not sure if it's y'all's conversation or someone else. Yeah, the feedback is the radio.
Yep. Who's saying that?
Danielle.
Oh.
And I actually can hear it through Joey's microphone as well.
Yeah,
so,
you probably can because my pickup is pretty bad.
Yeah. So you know what I'll do? I'll turn the radio off. About to go green flag here in a second, though.
Yeah, I'm trying to grab another cool snapshot real quick.
Yeah, you do that. I'm gonna change my options right now, though. Sound.
Did they go green? Because I got green on my screen.
Is it,
Yeah,
is
green
it
flag, they're
enable?
running.
Is it enable spotter? Or
No.
radio
Voice
scripting?
chat. Just click off disable when driving, or enable voice chat at top. Yeah, that box to the left,
Yep.
left. That one. Cody Griffin, off his hood, he said had a great save.
Yeah, he did. Beautiful. Yeah, I can still hear it a little bit through your microphone, so I'm gonna turn it down a little bit because it's coming through loud on my end and also in your end, so it's kind of creating an echo.
My bad.
So I'm gonna go ahead and just not have the. Oh,
big wreck there.
Yep.
But everyone's still going, so
Yeah.
check out the 5 truck, or the 5 car, Tommy Lee. That was interesting.
Yeah. Only thing I looked up and saw Jeff Clifton coming through the grass, leaving tire tracks.
I'm in the wrong camera right now.
Camera 2?
Yeah, I am now.
Okay.
Yeah, it looked like Tommy Lee did the same thing. He did the same thing Eric did a couple laps back.
Hit that curb, hopped up a little bit.
And Jeff shot down real low to get through it all.
Yeah.
All right, I'm back up here.
Sometimes you just gotta dirt track it.
Oh, so Caden's out front with a huge lead right now.
Mm-hmm.
Good gracious, a 3-second lead because of that mismatch.
Oh man, they are coming out of the corners door to door in mid-pack.
Oh, yeah.
And Eric Blount's getting just sandwiched. He doesn't know where to go.
Almost took out Cody. Cody just gets up into Len McNeese there.
Yeah, almost 3 wide option right there.
Great racing back here in the pack.
Yeah, 3 wide at this track. Like, that just sounds horrendous.
Anything that I would try to do.
Going through a corner, 3 wide. Amanda, thank you for liking the stream. We like you too sometimes.
We love her. Just like we love my wife. Alright. Cody and Jeff gonna battle it out here. Anthony Poston. Trying to decide where he's gonna go. High, low. Can't quite figure it out, but Eric's got that damaged front end.
He's trapped where he's at right now.
Jeff's telling him to go by.
Yeah.
He must have aero damage after that mixed match that he had.
Yeah, that's what I'm guessing. After he had to go down low real fast like that a minute ago. Must have hit something.
But Eric's front end looks like something that you'd find, in a recycling center.
Yep. Your boy needs dental work.
And Cody driving way less aggressive than we've seen him drive in the past. Coming through looking, sideways.
Yep. Oh, he just tagged. As soon as you say that, he tags Eric in the tail.
Give Eric a little bump there.
Yep. Hey, buddy, here I am.
I'm here. Double zero, Gordon. Hitting that inside grass. Never any good at this track.
Oh, now Anthony Poston's giving Cody the same treatment. Oh, there he goes.
Yeah.
Just tagged him.
Just a hello. How are you?
Yeah, I see those tire marks across the grass right there that you just throw by. Let's open up timing screen.
Oh yeah. But really good three-way battle here between Cody, Eric, and Anthony. The 6, the 0-3, and the 1. Oh, Eric across the front end to Anthony Poston. Anthony, and there's our caution.
Yeah, there it is. Let's go ahead and look at it again. Number 6.
I saw that one live yet again in my life. I was actually watching his car.
Yeah. I was there, but not. I was opening up that tab for the timing screen. Looks like. Oh yeah, Anthony Poston came up and tagged him in the quarter panel.
Did he though?
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
Just enough.
Just enough, yeah. I mean, they're loose coming out of the corners anyway. He didn't need but a change in wind direction in order to get his car kicked out, and that was enough.
Oh, that's an awesome picture.
There it is, and he even stopped. Yep, there it is.
His whole left quarter panel and wheel well
He's crushed in.
looks like it was rolled in.
Yeah, you see 3/4 of the tire.
Here's what I'm gonna tell you guys. When you guys are watching later tonight, or when you go back and rewatch the broadcast, here's what I'm gonna tell you. If you guys are gonna race like that, everyone in this league is gonna be in a bad way when we go to this when iRacing figures out how to do tire rub.
Yeah, they're gonna be well, I mean, even just for this race in general, if they race like that, it's gonna look like a scrapyard coming roll across the finish line.
Yeah, when they figure out how to do tire rubs like that, it's gonna make it really challenging for guys because.
I mean, I think the only thing you could do in a sim like this is if you take damage to any quarter panel, that your tire wear increases by a certain amount, like a certain percentage on that.
I wouldn't say that because
I'm saying, like, I think that's the only way you could really do it, you know, in a decent manner that doesn't just kind of, you know, completely break the game.
I don't think they would break it because iRacing's really good at doing physics and stuff. What I would say is they're probably going to go to a method where it'd be like an algorithm, and what would happen is they would calculate where that wheel well is and where that tire is. Anytime that number, they go opposite of each other. So like say
that threshold.
Yeah, so say like the number for the wheel well is like 2 and the tire is 0, and anytime like the tire goes past 2, like it goes to 3 or 4 or whatever, it would double or triple the tire wear for that
green
the
flag.
Time that it was there.
And we got Cody out front with John Garrett next to it and Caden chasing him.
Is John Garrett
followed by Tim Lee in 4th?
He's on the lead lap even.
Yeah. It looks like Caden dropped back. Which now he's in 2nd, but
Cody, Caden, John.
It shows that Caden pit, so I'm guessing Caden pit this last go round.
I have 5 laps, yeah. Good bunch up back there, 2x2.
Yep, that's what I'm seeing.
Ways back around P5.
And 2x2, but still giving each other space.
Looks like Cody's going to race Caden pretty hard up here up front.
He usually does.
I'm going to slide back in the pack a little bit, focus on Gordon Larson Jr. Behind him, Aiden and Len McNeese, but you got Tim Lee and Eric Blunt side by side, followed by Tom Lee and Jeff Clifton side by side, right behind them. Anthony Poston in that one machine trying to figure out how to get back towards the front after that little hiccup that he had.
I think Jeff Clifton almost had the option to go 3 wide, but he just didn't want to do it. Which I mean, I wouldn't either.
Not here.
No.
Not on lap 44.
No. I mean, if you're like at a 1, 2, 3 position, final 10 laps, yeah, push the issue. But
yeah, it looks like everyone's starting to settle down
a little bit.
Except right here, as Aiden looking like he's going to try to go between Gordon and John.
Mm-hmm.
Now he's going to go low.
Yeah, I'm watching that one. I'm on that one right now.
Looks like Aiden has a little bit of
John's just tagging him coming out of
the
corner. Thought he was clear, but it looks like he just caught him in the quarter a little bit.
Ooh, Len locked up his front brakes to avoid John there.
Yeah, John lost speed a little bit when he hit that front quarter. Or that rear quarter, I should say.
Eric Blount back there.
See what he's doing on, because he had some rough luck with his Tony Hawk Pro Skater going on. Check him out. That pack kind of spread out a little bit.
Yeah.
They were real bunched up, but I think they started getting loose and they started getting nervous and throwing each other around. Caden's back out front.
Yeah, I'm back here watching Eric and then John Garrett in that 66 machine.
Mm-hmm.
The battle looks like it's going to be between Aiden and Gordon now.
Caden dropped. Hold on, I'm trying to look. Our last lap. Caden was the fastest in the last lap, followed closely by Aiden.
You got the tool.
That's what I'm looking at right now. Well, no, I'm talking about.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I'm talking about their fastest lap.
Huh.
Caden in position 1 and Aiden in position 4 dropped are like within hundredths of a second of each other as far as fast as last lap anyway.
Oh yeah, I see that. I see what you're saying. Well, Gordon Larson was really putting the heat on Aiden there for P3. Seems to have backed up a little bit. I mean, here comes Len. Len looks like he's coming through with a hurry, getting up on Aiden's bumper.
Cody's gonna need a run to catch up to Caden right now. Oh, Aiden into the wall.
Just kissing the wall a little bit there.
Caden and Aiden just back and forth. Like, they're both out front, and it's just throwing me off. It's making me, like, think about it. Like, who is this, really? Is this the same person?
Caden out there got a 3-second lead over Cody. Cody trying to hold off Aiden.
He's got a couple car lengths, so it's not so bad, but he is catching them.
It's that different line.
Mm-hmm.
You see Cody riding that center line. Aiden hitting that low line again. Watch it here. As he goes through turn 1 and 2, watch Aiden stay high. Unless he changes his line.
I think he is just to put pressure on Cody, try to force him up higher to, get him to slow down.
I don't know why. Well, I guess it's a technique. Force him to get out of his normal line. But in doing that, you have to run a different line.
Well, I just saw Cody doing the old dirt track coming out of that corner for the first time, so maybe it put enough pressure on him to where it might break him.
Here we go. Aiden's underneath. Have the drive down the...
Oh, he just tagged him.
Whoa! Hold on to it, Cody.
Cody carried it out.
Way to keep it going.
Only lost one position on that, but he definitely tagged him.
Then he came across the radio and said, "All right." Last lap, Caden had the fastest lap.
Again.
He said, again. Now you got
By a decent
Gordon
margin,
back there with Cody Griffin with Len McNeese. They're all shuffling around.
Cody, all right, okay.
Yeah, I don't think he was thrilled with that move.
I don't think so. I wouldn't have been. Because it looked like he was trying to pinch him in between the wall and keep him at the wall. So
they just hit halfway. That was the halfway point that time by.
All right, cool. Thanks for reminding me. I didn't think we were halfway already, but I forget how short this track is.
That was a little early to be I think it's a little bit early to be sending it like that, but that's just my opinion.
Yeah, it just looked like he was trying to put the pressure on Cody and get him out of his line, get him up high, get him uncomfortable. Dude, he might have coming out of the corner. Gave him a little touch, sliding up. It was non-consensual. That's what I heard.
Good couple cars back there battling it out.
I'm hearing a car hit the wall. I didn't see it though.
No,
it's probably just a scrape then. Didn't sound huge, but
the battle is definitely back there with Cody Griffin, though.
Yeah, I'm watching it right now. I think Aiden might have went into the pits.
Aiden's still second.
Oh, okay. It was telling me Cody was for a second there.
They're tracking him down, though. It looks like Cody's starting to reel him back in.
Looks like he's learning that high line.
He almost forced to, though.
Yeah.
He got Len McNeese underneath him. He got nowhere else to drive.
He's figuring that high line out before anybody else does. Well, Len's gonna try to sneak his way in there, but he comes out so fast. Comes out of the corner so fast when he's up high. That slingshot is spectacular.
It's like a rocket, man.
Yeah.
Rubber band. Flying out of X-ray.
Yeah, it looks like Len cut up early on that one.
Yeah, he cut up to try to catch. Maybe he's trying to get his trap. Oh, Len gave him a little love tap.
Yeah.
I tell you what, by the end of this, the whole league's gonna have to buy Cody a new rear bumper because they're beating the crap out of him.
Well, it's in good shape though. Uh-oh.
Well, awesome. Anthony posted on the backstretch.
Does it? Alright, let's check it out. Number one, the old Hooters car. He likes the wings, from what I hear. It looks like a self.
Oh yeah. But grass. Is that grass on the inside too?
Yeah, grass on the left. Oh, if you looked in front of him, him and Jeff were doing a tandem. If you can get a screenshot of that, that'd be awesome. Just the tandem sideways shot right there.
I can do that for you.
Please and thank you. He countersteered a little bit harder than Jeff did though, and unfortunately lost his footing. Everybody pitting now. There it is.
I bet.
There's the pit. Everybody pitting lap. What's that? 79 or 70 of 120. Whole field's in.
Are they?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Remember 14.0 for me, or 14.50, please.
Big sniffer. What up, Lee? How you doing, buddy?
What it do, family friends?
Yeah, so Lee's he's in the UK right now. It's 5 hours ahead, so he's talking 2:30 in the morning right now.
Well, way to hang out with us.
That's right. What better way to hang out for Thirsty Thursday?
Hanging out with the winners. What you gotta change it now. Now it needs to be Tandem Thursday.
That's right. Tandem Thursday.
Alright, back to gear. I'm gonna change this back to 14.50.
He actually has been doing really good graphic designs. Custom graphics.
Yeah?
Even GIF graphics. He just sent me one that he was doing. It actually looks really good. I might get him to redesign our logo if he's up for it. What up, morning? Yeah, I'm checking my phone right now. Sorry, buddy. I just pulled it away. Morning dropping his little things.
Right, who's out front right now? We got Caden out front, which I'm not surprised. Followed by Caden and Aiden. Caden and Aiden. Caution off. Here we go. Should have them coming down to get the green flag this time. Bye. Oh, yeah, there we go.
Pace car's in.
Green flag, green flag.
And green flag racing.
Caden's out like a rocket. Aiden is too, though. But Len McNeese is going to make it move to the inside. Take advantage of it.
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
Cody pressed the issue
wide.
down low. 3 wide.
4
wide.
There's a screenshot opportunity right there.
Yeah, all right, you got the race. Let me go back and take that screenshot.
Another 3 wide right there. Oh, yep, and it turned into a wreck. A big one. Let's check it. Let's bring it back, see what the cause of that was. Hold on. That was bound to happen. That was right around Eric Blount. He has the worst luck tonight, I swear.
Jeff is a very angry individual on the radio, so I don't know what's going on.
I think he was involved with it as well. There's quite a few cars involved with that, actually. I mean, they were all racing really close. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, oh yeah, Jeff's right here. Let's run it. Let me see the far chases, see what the cause of it was. That was... Oh yeah, that was... It looked like Len trying to come across the hood of Gordon Larson and not having the space for it. And he got slammed into the wall. Yeah, that was Len coming across Gordon Larson's hood. And after that, let's go to... Run it back to... Jeff just trying to get through. Oh, yeah. Jeff was trying to get through, and he ended up getting Gordon Larson kind of checked, and Jeff was trying to steer away from him and ended up tagging him, and it spun him into the outside wall. Just clobbered
Looks like a hefty wreck, though.
Oh, it was. That was a gnarly one right there. For sure.
All right, so let's do this. North Wilkesboro, 3 wide. 3 wide Thursday.
3 wide and 4 wide. Yeah. No, Lee, that little couple that you sent me, man, they look pretty good. That GIF you did looks pretty good, man. Might ask you to do FKN one to see if you know what you can come up with. Yeah, that one was a bit wild. 79. It looks like Jeff manually disconnected as well.
Yeah, Jeff's having a bad night.
I think he had enough damage to his car though, where it was probably out for the count.
Yeah. He had a rough night.
Yeah.
$42 laps to go.
Yes, sir. Yeah, because he was trying to get around Gordon, and Gordon was just absolutely... I'll have to mess about with it. Yeah, man, you can, man. I'll send you the originals if you want. Green flag. Caden takes off in a league of his own. But Cody sneaks up to the inside quarter panel, putting a little pressure on him.
John Garrett running in there deep up onto the rear bumper of, looks like Aiden.
Yeah, he was.
Anthony Poston getting out there on the high line.
You got Tommy kind of cutting him off, so be that buffer.
That's actually what I'm focusing on, so I can get front and back.
He tags Tommy.
There it is. There's another one.
There's another one.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cars caught up in that.
Yeah. Let's go to John Garrett, because that's where it's... Is it still green?
We're still green.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to switch, but that definitely should have been a caution. Because Cody and Caden are still
there's the caution.
blasting each other out up front. All right, so...
Race control.
Yeah, it should have been. So, nice work, Dave.
Good job, race control.
Yeah, that was definitely necessary.
Race control for these guys, also a temporary broadcaster for us, come in and having to throw that, because that was a mess.
Yeah, that was rough. Let's run it back. I know it started right around John Garrett. Around him, so.
Yeah, it was around where he was at. Yeah. How is this still green? Yeah, you're right, Chris.
Yeah.
How did it stay green?
Yeah,
we have no idea, man.
No idea. That's what I was saying. Like that was like real. Okay, so I don't.
Chris, their race control had to throw the caution, and that was a big wreck.
I don't know if John actually hit him.
Oh, I don't know, man. That looks like he did.
Oh yeah, he did. Okay, I just swapped angles. Yeah, he did. He hit him, but at the same time, I'm not to justify. Aiden was already spinning out in front of him.
So, the 5, that's Tommy.
Yeah,
Tommy's spinning. John's coming in, and then Anthony's coming in onto John. So, if John didn't hit Tommy, it looks like Anthony might have hit John, and we would have had a spin either which. So, all 4 of those cars are basically tandem drifters.
And Anthony didn't hit John at all. Not until John made contact with Tommy. Not
that's what I'm saying. He might have hit him if he didn't. You know what I'm saying? Because everything starting to get bottled up there.
Well, I'm wondering if, because looking at these last like couple of frames right here, I'm wondering if Tommy brake checked when he saw, because right here John's still behind him, and you can see the tail end of Aiden kick out.
Yeah, you're right, Chris. The 5 had a check up for Aiden.
Yeah, and the
Aiden
5
up there in the 124.
The 5 checked up, and that's on the 66 John's blind spot through him. So he can't see nothing. He's just wondering why this dude's hitting the brakes in front of him, and he just tagged him. So
and these cars, if you've never driven them, the window in these things is like looking out of a visor of a knight's helmet. It's thin. We'll go to a cockpit cam when they go green.
Yeah, let's run it. Let's run that. Let's go to So I don't want to place blame, but he probably didn't see it, and he just got kind of brake checked in front of him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah. So like I'm not placing blame, but he couldn't see that Aiden kicked out.
Flag's out with racers.
No, it's out now. A couple seconds early. A little premature. I heard that about you. Caden's still out front dominating the lead.
Yep, Cody's out there.
Cody's still giving a run for his money. Aiden right behind.
Aiden behind him.
John
behind him.
Still putting the pressure there. Let's run it. And who do we want to do?
Go to cockpit cam so Chris can see.
I'm saying I want to do cockpit on John because he's kind of in the mix.
Cockpit on John.
Yeah, this is what they see, man. You're telling me he saw that car kick out through another car in front of him? No way. No way.
Nope. Good move by John, though, getting underneath Aiden here.
Not bad.
Chasing him down the front stretch. And, you know, from our camera we've been broadcasting by tonight, you really can't see how rough this track is. This camera, you know, lends itself to seeing just how rough it is.
You know what's bad, though? It's better than turns 3 and 4 yesterday.
Ain't that right, Chris? I know you're still watching.
It's better than turns 3 and 4 at Chicago.
You ain't lying.
Oh, just tagged Aiden a little bit, but he let off as soon as he saw that he touched him.
John said on the radio, keep pinching me if you want to. I don't think John's gonna lift there. John's gonna, and you know what? Now you're getting down to the last 30 laps.
Yep.
So John's gonna run what John's gonna. See, now Aiden's pushing him up high.
Yeah, that's exactly exactly what happened when he caused the caution earlier.
So, oh, there it is.
Trying to pinch him up against the wall. Anthony Poston.
Whoa! Anthony's gonna push him right out the way. Hold the brakes. There we go.
Let's run it back to Anthony Poston.
Yeah, you know, John said it there. You gotta need to learn some respect. I don't want to say that. I don't want to say any one thing and point a finger there, but
oh yeah. I know what you're saying by not saying it. Like they're literally just like he's just coming up the field on him right here.
Kind of want to go back and take a look at Aiden. It looked like Aiden was riding John a little bit aggressive.
Oh yeah, he's completely
pinching him low.
Yeah, he's closing his line off.
John switched his line because of it, and then it looks like a couple times that he runs him high. There's going to be some fisticuffs in the pits on that one. Yeah, I don't think you're wrong, Chris. Like, I mean, you've seen it in our league, Chris. It really does look like that was a car that was coming down, pinching him down low. He hits the brakes, under brakes him, goes to the high line and try to change it up, and then comes out of that corner, and then he gets pinched high. So I don't know, that's kind of frustrating in my regard. And then it looks like Anthony Poston just drove in and said, "See you later, dude." Like, you're driving aggressive.
No, he didn't. He tried to avoid it. Like, he tried going to the inside, but that's when Aiden cut halfway across the track after he bounced off of John. And when he did, he dropped his quarter panel right into his bumper. And that's just is what it is.
I feel kind of bad for John because John is typically one of the guys that runs pretty clean and keeps to his own, and he's good.
Yeah.
So that's just a crappy situation,
If
I
you
guess.
want to see the race in his perspective, hold on a minute. In John's perspective, because he's actually streaming this right now.
Oh, he is. Yeah. If you want to go watch John,
go swap to Twitch, and I dropped the link.
That's the very first comment on the chat.
Yep. Yeah, I just dropped the link on the Twitch page, so you can actually see what he's seeing right now.
Oh yeah. Pull it up on your phone so you can still watch Twitch on your computer, vice versa.
Yeah.
All right, here they come. They're coming down pit road now. Pace car's coming down pit road. We're gonna go green.
Get like a 15-minute window before we lose the view, so it's not really. It's no problem. Green flag. We got.
It's out. Eric's out front.
Len and Eric, and then Tommy.
Tommy Lee.
Yeah. Cody Griffin riding that high line, trying to see if he can get around everybody.
Here comes Cody, like a rocket ship.
We're just coming through.
Roadrunner.
His car is in really good shape with all the things going on tonight. His car doesn't really seem like it's been taken.
I wonder if they had a fast repair tonight. Let me take a look, see if it's published. No, they had no fast repairs.
Yeah, he's just in good shape right now. Yeah, I think they cut the fast repairs out after the first couple of races with all of the caution fest that they had going on.
Wow, 3 wide.
Yep, 3 wide. And it looks like Caden might have bounced off the wall there for a second.
Oh.
Yep. Oh.
Caden, Gordon, and Anthony.
Mm-hmm. Caution. Let me run back to Caden. Yeah,
that was a good little bump there.
Yeah. There's a couple because I heard the contact a couple of times, like back to back.
Let's go to the.
Well, I don't.
Tommy.
Yeah, it looks. Gordon tagged Anthony. They're going for 3 wide in the corner, and they're all 3 of them are fishtailing. And Gordon tagged. It actually that's netcode too by the looks of it. Hold on, let me go to Gordon. Let me jump over to Gordon real quick. Gordon Larson. Oh no, he hit him like mid body. But well, no, hold on. There's still a gap there. No, never mind. There's no gap there. He tagged
There's
him.
no gap.
Yeah, he tagged him. I mean, look at these 3 cars right here on my screen. I don't know if you can see both Gordon, Anthony, and Caden right here. The back end of their cars kicked out already. They're counter steering at this point. And Anthony got tagged by Gordon, and Anthony kind of got the short end of the stick on that one. Man, he's got rough luck tonight.
Who's that?
Anthony Poston.
Yeah, he's been involved in some rat tonight.
Some Widowmaker accidents. I gotta run to the bathroom, but there's only like 17 laps left. I'm not trying to do that.
Send it into turn 1, he said.
Who did that?
They were just joking.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, going in turn 1, just come in hot. Full bore.
They were talking about finishing the race. He said...
That is the goal at this point. Just finish the race. We're at 7 cautions, 105 laps.
That's not terrible. We've had worse.
We've had worse.
We've had worse.
14 cautions, 120 laps. Like 60
All right, so here we go,
laps.
though. With 17 to go, they're going to come and get the green flag this time by. By the time they take the green flag, it'll be 16 to go. Eric, Len, and Cody are the top 3. Green flag is out. Man, Tommy just punched the rear bumper of Len there.
Looks like Cody just did the same thing to Eric. Oh, Tommy sideways. Saving it.
Hold it.
Beautiful save.
Tommy kept it going.
Well, where's the caution?
Dave threw the caution.
Yeah, I think he might have thrown that one a little bit prematurely after he saw that.
Yeah, I think he might have. He might have.
With all the stuff happening, he was probably hovering over the button right now. So that's understandable.
Oh, we got some.
What is that?
We got some upset drivers.
Aiden tagging a couple people.
Aiden just got removed.
Removed.
Bye, Aiden.
Well, see you next time, buddy.
So
9 drivers. I believe, are they doing a single file restart or are they doing side by?
hey, they're probably gonna do 2 by.
Yeah.
Double file.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
I'm debating how I feel about that because Aiden caused that accident, no doubt. Aiden drove in hot and gave Tommy a bump. Tommy verbally reacted on the radio, and then he drove up to Aiden and bumped his door. Tommy drove up and used his car to hit Aiden. Not hard, but hey, like, hey, asshole type deal. But
is what it is, man.
Aiden reacted to that, and then Aiden got booted. In my opinion, from my perspective, I would definitely look to see a black flag on Tommy here. Just not for anything more than his reaction to that. He got punted. I mean, yeah, Tommy got punted, but you don't drive up to another car and retaliate like that. Like, that's just not cool. So
They do always say you only get in trouble for the retaliation, not the initial event.
I understand.
Oh, they're dropping single file.
Yeah, it looks like it might be. So I understand removing Aiden, but I would either black flag Tommy or remove
I think
him
they
too.
were just considering it from the previous events.
Yeah, because Aiden's caused a lot of the incidents tonight, so I understand.
Yeah.
But base car's in, 12 to go, green flag's out.
Eric Blount out front, Len McNeese, followed by Cody Griffin sneaking to the inside.
Cody said, not today, I'm coming for you, boy.
Cody trying to punch it through. The man coming from second to last in the qualifying, going through, trying to sneak that first place position right now. And it looks like he might actually do it. There it is.
Not second to last. He was last.
I thought he qualified.
Nope.
No. Okay,
Cody
never mind.
last.
So, yeah, from
Round
last,
Eric to get front.
last to first. That's what I'm talking about. From 11th to first place. With
Big old bottle up there behind him.
that's right. Yeah, everybody bottlenecking. John Garrett's got a roadblock in front of him. 2 cars fighting it out between Tommy and Anthony Poston.
Now does Eric have enough? Ooh, sideways Eric. Does Eric have enough to get up there? Glenn gonna go underneath Eric.
With
Glenn
Caden
all up on
pushing
the
him.
curb.
Caden
on the curb.
Yeah. Caden dirt tracking it just like lap 1. Len getting up on the wall. That's going to be a caution right there.
Big caution there.
Oh, yeah. That's everybody right there. And where's the caution?
It's out.
Oh, all right. It didn't show me. I didn't get the alert. My bad. All right. So we're going to run that back to Len because I'm pretty sure that's what caused that. Len got on the wall and it just threw his car all around like tumble dry. Got that Tony Hawk Pro Skater going on.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And where's Anthony Poston going there? He went behind the guardrail.
Yeah, that's not Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1. That's volume 2 right there, baby. That's underground. Coming in hot. And he hit the side of Gordon Larson, but unfortunately, right where he was at, he bottled up 3 or 4 other cars. So he hit Gordon Larson 0-0, and that's gonna catch Tommy and Anthony Poston again. Man, he just gets caught and everything. All right, so let's swap to Anthony Poston. These cars are spinning. Let's go to Poston. Oh no! I'm gonna leave it freeze frame just so you can catch up. Where's he gonna? Yeah, where's he gonna go?
Who's that?
Anthony Poston, the number 1 car. Look what he's got going on in front of him. Where's he going?
I'm watching it over here. Yeah. Honestly, if that's what I'm looking at, Chris, all of a sudden I feel better about my race last night. Yeah. So Chris, based on the stream or the broadcast, what you're looking at right now, that 1 car, that's Anthony Poston. I don't know. As Gumby hits that, I think he's right to shoot that center gap. You saw that car up high, heading towards the outside wall. You saw the car down low, heading inside. I think he made the right choice trying to shoot that gap, but he got hit in the left rear quarter panel.
Yeah.
It looked like. Play that back again.
I'm gonna bring it. I think at this point, I'd have brake checked and I would have went to the high wall, but I probably would have if it were me.
I don't know.
I
Because
mean,
Tommy's low right there. So right there, you see Tommy go low,
Yeah.
and right there is Tommy's coming back up the track. Right, he might have should have gone high and then tried to thread the needle between
that's what I
Len
mean.
and,
That's what I mean.
and
Cut
Gordon
it.
there.
Cut it. I mean, I'm not saying like cut it to the wall all the way into Gordon's door. I'm saying cut it up to that line right there for that highest line. Cut it up there and then take a hard left on the brakes to get around.
Yeah, well, you got to know.
It's easy to say that when you're not looking through a porthole in a ship for your windshield.
Yeah, and as soon as he hits that wall, he's gonna bounce off too, right?
Yeah.
That's the old school concrete wall, and you see how hard he bounced off. So it was a fine thing to try to slide through.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
tough night for Anthony.
I feel so bad for him tonight. Green flag's about to come out though.
Pace car's in. Green
Green's
flag's out.
I hear some bumping already. Looks like Tommy gave
Caden and
Tim
Cody.
a little tap. Let him know he's there.
Here comes Eric.
Caden and Cody racing down for first place. Caden's got Eric to his outside.
John Garrett back up to 4th position.
Yep, he's getting in there. He said, "I'm gonna get
Got
me. I'm
2
gonna
to
get
go.
in line."
2 to go here. Eric's gonna get underneath Caden, maybe.
If he didn't get hit low, he would have T-boned the guy on the high side. Yeah, I know. I think I tried swinging it a little higher.
Final lap here.
Just to
As
see
Cody's
what I
out
could
rocking it.
get. White flag. Let's drop it to old Cody.
Cody's coming in turn 3.
And I don't think he's really contested at this point.
Now, even Caden just said good win, Cody.
Yep.
Oh,
So,
getting all sideways there.
Cody, Caden, and then looks like Eric Blount.
Cody, Caden, Eric.
Yep. Which
That's
isn't
gonna
bad, isn't bad for him because Eric Blount, if you, I don't know if you're looking at his car, but that thing is looks like it rolled out of the scrapyard yesterday. Seriously,
You know, it's funny, right?
That front end looks rough.
Check this out. Cody, Caden, Eric.
Yeah.
You know what last week's race was?
What?
Eric, Tanton, Cody.
Hmm.
So
Pretty
Eric
close
and
to
Cody just swap spots. I gotta get that.
That was a rough race. What's that? 9 cautions? 9 cautions with 120 laps. All right, watching him burn out, so we're gonna go.
Yeah, I need a burnout. I need a burnout picture.
There you go. He's coming back to the finish line right now. Boom, there it is with the 2 second and third place right waiting at him.
Oh, he's gonna try to get a cool picture. Oh, that's a really cool picture.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you, Cody, for the photo op.
No kidding.
Yeah, thank you, Chris. Appreciate it, man. We're gonna hit them up in their
Thanks,
conversations. We're gonna see how the attitudes are in the Discord here shortly, and see who's pissed at who and all that good stuff. So we'll be checking that out here in a minute. Let's go to our just chatting screen now that you got your all your good stuff. I'm gonna go up here and save this replay. This replay really needs to be saved. That's it. That one's full. This replay is going to be full of some action shots in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right. So, with that being said, can you take care of this? I have to do the old bathroom trick. You know what I mean?
Oh, do you?
Write my name, all that good stuff. I'll be back.
Let me pull
I
him up
held
here.
it in like the last 30 laps, man.
Yeah, that's fine. I gotta pull some guys up real quick. Hold on. Okay. Pause that. I gotta wait a second, and I will move them over. a second, guys. I need to go to the booth waiting room. Sorry, guys. I'm over here trying to get screenshots for the final part of the race tonight. My bad. Bop, 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 bop. We're going to move him over here in a minute. 1 second. Okay. First up is Eric. Eric, Savage, and Gumby, who's away at the moment. How are you, bud? Peekaboo. We got you, Eric. You got a copy?
Copy.
There he is. Hey, bud. So last week, your race winner with Cody finishing third. This week, you finished third. Cody's the race winner. What a race.
Well, I didn't win last week. I wish I did, but
Wait, is there two Erics? I thought you won last week.
no, I've rubbed the wall of coming out of the last turn and got third, I think. Last week.
Maybe. I don't understand. Maybe I took notes wrong. My bad, bud.
Hey,
But
you could give me that win now. I'll take it.
but podium tonight though. And you were the first one tonight to try to, Tony Hawk Pro Skater 50-50 nose grind the backstretch wall.
Yeah, I mean, it grabbed and bit, and I just couldn't get off of it. And I tried to power out of it. That was the wrong thing to do. It just rolled it over.
I mean, these things happen. Like they're not always avoidable, but I think all in all, you guys showed some pretty good racing tonight. I enjoyed watching. You look like you were working your way through and enjoying a competitive night overall.
Yeah, it felt like I passed more cars tonight, because I started in the back. I worked my up almost to fifth and had that incident, turtled it on the wall, and then worked my way back up and got into another incident that wasn't of my making. And, it just seemed like every time we make it up here, I fall back to 11th and have to start all over again. But the night ended well. Just wish we wouldn't have had those last two cautions, because when I stayed out on those tires, I had some guys behind me, and I thought we'd be good to the end from there. But those two cautions brought the leaders right to my back.
Yeah, so as in a broadcasting perspective, it's hard for us to really throw some stuff out there in terms of, hey, this is what we think and whatever. But tonight, I really thought for sure. Wait a minute, why did they not go? Did they not go? Anyways, so for us, as we watch stuff, we're expected to just kind of formulate our own opinions and whatever. And it looked like Aiden in that 124 car, he was involved in quite a few incidences tonight, and it looked like you kind of were the recipient of a couple of those. So as you battled your way back up, you'd work your way up and kind of come back and work your way back, like you said. So overall, by the end of the night, you were able to work your way up and show that you were up there and running it. So congratulations on a good podium.
Thank you, buddy. I mean, it was hard fought battle, but we'll take it all day long. Like I said, this is a talent packed league. I mean, like you said, there was some incidents out there tonight with certain cars, but other than that, the racing, the guys I was racing around most of the night, really good racing.
Yeah, I agree with you. It's one of those things where, a series of unfortunate events for some of these guys, but you were able to get up there and pull off a third and show you had what it takes. And like I said, I just dropped some photos up onto the Discord for you, and you were the first caution, basically, trying to see if the catch fence had grit and grip up there. So great,
gotta grind it.
Great work getting back up to the front, and good podium finish, bud.
Thank you, buddy. Appreciate you guys and all you do in the booth.
Oh, you're welcome, bud. And we'll see you next week.
Yes, sir.
So I made a mistake.
I'm back, by the way.
I mentioned, I saw you come back. I mentioned Eric won the race last week, and I thought Eric won last week, but is there two Erics?
No, Eric Blount. That's it.
That's what I thought. So when I said Eric won last week, he said, "What? I didn't win last week."
Maybe you're thinking the week prior or something.
Maybe I have a note written in here, but okay.
Maybe it's like the week before. You just didn't write it down. Cody won
All
last
right.
week. Yeah, that's what I thought. Cody crushed it last week, man. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
what that's what I remember is Cody like dominated last week.
So let me pull up Caden real quick.
Thanks, Caden. You're coming in now. Appreciate it.
Caden, how's it going, bud?
Pretty good. How about yourself?
It's going. Thank you for helping us out with our broadcasting notes. Yeah, I have it written here, and I don't remember what race it was, but I always write the top three, so I pull you guys in, and I always check mark you as you come in. I circle as you guys leave, and I have Eric, Tanton, and Cody, and I don't know which week that was.
I know Tanton won Bristol, then I won South Boston. I'm not sure what race Eric won.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe that was a restart. I don't know. Maybe that was how you guys were lined up at a restart, something like that. But besides that, you're out there demonstrating dominance again. Podium tonight. Working your way through the field a couple times, showing you know how to do like Doc Hudson from Cars, turn right to go left a few times, saving that car from coming down around on you.
Yeah, it was loose, that's for sure. That's it's loose on short run, but on the longer run it gets really tight. But on that last caution, we went in, took 4 tires, thinking it would actually do something, but Cody ended up taking 2, which was obviously way better because 4 made it way too tight. And right sides, obviously, I think he took, because he only took 2, would be making it looser. So we messed up on that strategy, but on the first stop, we ended up taking rights, and that helped us out a lot.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I'm sure it does not help though, as we look at the facts. Like you definitely had a couple spots tonight where you had some help. Someone decided they wanted to use your rear bumper like it owed them money, and you were able to drive through that attempt of. I don't want to say anyone was maliciously trying to spin folks, because that would be wrong to say. But hey, that bump and run concept of, hey, here I am. You didn't let it falter you. You just drove right through it. So props to you on that regards.
Yeah, last week me and Cody got into a little incident. I learned from it. It's gonna happen in short track racing. But yeah, a little bumping around, that's fine. Everything's fine. But what happened half the time, dive bombs into the turn, causing big wrecks. Like, it was more of a caution fest than anything tonight.
Yeah, I don't want to call it a caution fest, only because I've seen worse. Whether it was y'all's league, which which was early on in the season. I mean, you can agree it was pretty caution laden, where Tim had to go back through and say, "Hey, check it out. We're going to change some stuff up." To other leagues where it's been really caution heavy, and then heck, if you want to look at the FKN mixer event we did, it was 120 laps, and I think we ran 70 of them caution. So we've had issues, but overall, I think you guys were pretty clean. You guys ran like 20 caution laps out of 120 green flag, or 120 overall.
Yeah, it was around there, but that's not really. If you look at the laps, that's not really much at this track to get enough positions if you're coming from last or something. And then sometimes it goes single file, which also screws everything up. But it's going to be part of it. You got to make the race clean somehow. So single file was probably the better move to clean it up. But obviously, some people can hold a brake or let people go through a corner without getting into them. But it's going to happen. It's a tricky track. It's weird. Like, everyone has different lines, so.
Yeah, and that's what I was saying during the broadcast, that I'm when I race, like, I don't race a real car because I don't have that kind of money, but I enjoy the heck out of iRacing. So when I get on, I like to think of myself as a decent driver, and I always try to focus on developing that second line. I'm not a fan of that. Oh, it's a single lane racetrack. I'll try to make another line somewhere. Um, and I challenged myself to do that. So you guys were showing tonight. I think it was. I don't want to say it was. I think it was Aiden in the 124. His line into turns 1 and 2 is way up high, and then in 3 and 4 he was way down low. So you're right, definitely some cars that can get different lines.
Yeah, that was my line for most of the race. Going high in 1 and 2. I noticed Cody was running the bottom there, and then after a bit he started running the top, which obviously I find because I have plenty of laps at this track at multiple different cars like ARCA cars, trucks, Cup, Xfinity, everything. You can name anything like tour mods. It's all really the same line in my opinion. I find it helps tires the best, but with 4 tires, it's definitely not the greatest.
Oh, and that's fair. Like I love this track as well. It's always challenging and fun. But it is rewarding when you can stick it, and then it'll also bite you if you overshoot it. So definitely a fun, challenging track.
Yeah, I was nervous behind Cody. I was hoping he would make a mistake near the end there. I seen him get into the wall a couple times, entering the corner. I was like, is that my chance to get back up to the front? Because I knew he was gone as soon as he passed me on that one restart where he took tires and I didn't.
Yeah, he was gone. And then after that one restart, it looked like someone said something like, "Hey, did you jump that restart?" And I don't know if that was you out front or if it was Cody at that time. And someone said something jumping about a start, and whoever responded basically was like, "No, that was later than the other ones."
Yeah, that was me. I was usually used to going on the green on the wall where the entrance of the wall starts. But for some reason it went a little later there, and then I found out that I guess it changes over time. It did that before in another league I used to run here all the time. This track always has plenty of glitches, but they're getting there, fixing it up. So I'm just gonna have to get used to it changing sometimes and having different restart zones. That's something I'll have to work on.
Oh yeah, fair enough. Well, congratulations, bud. I think you're doing pretty well in terms of points. You've won a few this year, and you've demonstrated some great stuff. Smaller field tonight, but still puts you on the box, and we'll see you next week.
Yeah, thank you guys. I appreciate it, and thanks to you guys for putting this on.
You guys are super welcome, and we'll see you next week.
You too.
All right, and now we're gonna grab Cody, our race winner. What's up, Cody? Savage and Gumby in a booth.
What's up, guys?
He knows who we are.
Yeah, he knows
He's
who we
always
are.
here.
Hey, did you get the invite to Thanksgiving dinner, bud? Because you're always with us anyways.
No, but I'll come. What we eating?
Oh man, we getting wild.
Got beer?
Hey, we're gonna get we're gonna have 60 pounds of turkey, some pies.
I'm there. There's always beer. What do you mean?
Y'all should be daddy. I'll see y'all there.
All right. But great win, man. So I gotta ask, right? And I've been contemplating asking, but I don't want to like throw it out there. Are you just not qualifying because you want to race up from the back, or what are you doing?
Well, no, not. I mean, I'd love to sound like superhero there, and I mean it is fun coming through the field. Don't get me wrong, but the main reason I do it, especially at tracks like this, I mean, I think in qualifying or at least in practice, everybody was within 2/10 of each other, so I knew, everybody gonna be really close. This track's really tight. I was banking on there being a big wreck at the start, and typically, especially where we are in the points or in the season right now, I think we got 4 or 5 left. I think 4 after this. But I'd just rather run smart and come from the back than get junked. In the early part of the race. I mean, I've got a pretty good point lead. I'd like to keep that cushion.
And that makes sense. And you're right though, and it's not necessarily sounding like you're a superhero, but I mean, it's no surprise. You are the points leader for a reason. You have won races this year. You have shown that you can dominate by seconds over P2 on the racetrack. It's not a surprise to anybody or anyone that you have you're very skilled. So I think when we look at it in that regards, I don't want to say boastful or like you're a superhero, but you're definitely not no chump. That's for sure. So, I kind of do want to ask you your opinion on some of the madness that happened tonight. We had 8 cautions overall. Of those cautions, a particular car was involved in quite a few of those. What's your take?
Give me the car number and I'll tell you.
24 was the car's paint scheme. 124 was the car's actual number. Aiden Christensen.
Yeah.
And I don't want to single out a
No.
driver, right? But from our perspective as viewers and broadcasters to bring the action to fans.
No, I love talking about this crap. My opinion, I don't know him. I've never really talked to him. He seems like he's got a lot of talent if he can just harness it. It seems like the potential is there for the kid to run up front. Problem being is you got to run smart. I mean, hell, we're 30 laps into the race and you're door slamming people down the straightaway and coming out of the corner. Like, come on, dude, use your head. I mean, that pisses drivers off, especially in real life. You get your nose dotted for that. So I don't
Yeah,
know.
in order to win a race, you got to finish the race. So
Exactly. And I mean, I'm gonna guess he's a young kid, and I'm glad to see young people disinterested into this stuff. I mean, they're on a simulator turning laps in a race car. I mean, they could be playing Fortnite or whatever. So it's a good thing. And like I said, nothing against him. I just wish he'd race a little bit smarter. I know him and Tommy got into it. Don't know exactly what happened, but I look back in the mirror when the caution come out, and he's back there knocking Tommy's whole right side of his car off like it's Bowman Gray. So I jammed the brakes, and I was gonna go back there and kind of play a little bit. That's a teammate. You want to play bumper cars? Let's go. There's two of us and one of you. But admins removed him before anything else transpired. So I don't know if he's going to be back. But if he is, I'd definitely like to see, you know, maybe a probation or something like that, just to calm him down, mellow him out. We ain't got to completely get rid of him, but let's mellow him out a little bit.
I would agree. That he does need to calm down a little bit. Kind of harness that emotion and that talent. And look to guys like you that come out and out of all the weeks you've run. I mean, you've won 40% of the races this year. You're at like 40% of the races. Caden's at like 30% of the races, and the rest of the field makes up the other 20. Uh, or so collectively, if he's gonna look at someone to say, "Hey, help me out and help me get better," you'd think that he'd look to you and Caden, um, John. Hey, these older guys or these guys that are consistently towards the front, like, hey, let me get some knowledge.
And
But
I
I will
think
say,
I
oh, go
think
ahead.
him and Caden are teammates. I think,
Yeah.
pretty sure. And me and Caden got into it pretty good at Hickory last week. Um, and I didn't really know what was going to happen after that. I don't know if y'all seen it or not on the live feed, but lap 58 going off into one. Um, the 24 got me and sent me going off into one, and I all but wrecked it right there. I mean, I all but backed it in the fence. I mean, it was a hell of a save, and I was fortunate enough to save that on lap 58. I honestly thought maybe that was a little teammate games, but once I got up to Caden, me and Caden ran really good tonight. Didn't have no confrontations, ran clean. Told me good win after the race. As far as I'm concerned, me and him are good. I look at every week as a new week. I think it's a fresh start. Um, you get into it with a driver during a race, as long as it's not something way out of the ballpark, I'd say settle at that race and be done with it. Now if they spin you out and it's just absolutely intentional and then you get into it more, then I can see holding a grudge. But me and Caden's ran really good all year. Start of the year, me and him had a few run-ins, but it was more so, bumping me off the corner 30 laps into a race and almost spinning me out. Like I said, again, that pisses drivers off, at least up tier drivers, up in the rank
Yeah,
drivers. And I don't, I think this league's got so much potential, and it's a damn good league. I'm not saying it's not. Um, and I think we've come a long, 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 long way. Tim, Clifton, and Dave Cox, all them guys, they're doing an extreme job with this division and this series. And I can't wait to see what it does next year. I think we can grow it, in the off season. I think we can come back better. It's just, you got to keep the reins on people. We got a local track down here that I run at, well, did run at quite a few times this season. And prime example they have is, and I'm not saying Tim and them do this, but prime example they have is somebody will come in, they'll be 200 pounds light, bump stopping, wrong shocks, and an illegal carburetor, and they'll come over and wrong tires, and they'll come over there and be like, just don't do it again. We're gonna let you by, and they'll do it constantly. It's not just, well, we'll let you slide this one time, but next time we're gonna bust you. I mean, there's been instances where they've done it 3 or 4 times this year, and people have gotten away with it. So you gotta it's a fine line running a league, and that's probably why I don't run one. Is for one, I got racing in real life, and that's hell, that's another job in itself. Um,
Truth.
and then you know, there's a lot of responsibility, and it's hard. I feel like I'm sure it's hard for Tim and them because we're on here every Thursday night with each other. You kind of come to grow and know one another. I mean, prime example, I'm sure y'all don't know this. At the start of the season, the first few races, me and Jeff Clifton did not like each other at all. Um, I've got to know him a lot more, and I really like Jeff. He's a good guy. So I mean, it's a fine line you got to walk. You're friends with these guys, but at the same time, hey, you're race control. You got to make the tough calls. You got to police this because it will self police itself, but it'll get out of control real quick, and that's what we got to be careful of.
You're right. I agree with everything you just said. And we had another league of ours that had another young kid come in this last week. 11-year-old kid jumped in with this other league, and not in a bad. Maybe it wasn't y'all's league, was it? Maybe it was y'all's league.
Yeah, Hickory last week.
Yeah, Hickory, the other young kid.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
I remember that.
yeah, yeah, because John Garrett brought him on in. Yeah, I remember that. So another young kid. So I'm glad to see that y'all are getting that younger generation spooled up. And I know for the league that I run in, we actually had the idea. And I don't know if you've watched any of our other broadcasts um, on Wednesday, but the Smoking Aces, we wanted to make Smoking Aces was our premier division of all of us original older guys, and then we wanted to create the Smoking Aces Young Guns, where we would race with and or be the team owners or spotters or whatever for a bunch of young kids. Um,
That would
and
be
we
great.
and we really wanted to develop that. So from us to you, if you have some guys or you want to reach out and we got 4 leagues now under FKN. We have 2 more potentials for when their season starts. Um, we want younger kids. We want to see this grow. We want to mentor these guys because in the army we call it grow your own. When we want to get our league numbers higher, the only way to do that is by reaching out and growing it. So what better way than to take a bunch of young talent, growing them yourself, mentoring them, and then pulling them up to the premier division? So
Yeah, I think I love that idea. I know of one that I could probably he's on iRacing. I could probably send him that way for that. And honestly, I mean, I don't know if I could commit to every Wednesday night, but I mean, I wouldn't mind owning a team and helping coach. I think that'd be a blast. I'd love to get involved with that. So if y'all do that, let me know.
oh, for sure. But aside from all of that, which is all great info, right? Great chatting. But
Oh yeah.
don't want to dictate from your win, right? You come out here, another win, notch on the belt, put you one step closer to notching the series championship. Or as we move into playoff, are we doing playoffs for your guys' division? Are we doing just straight points racing?
Yeah, I asked him the other week. He said straight points. Tim was joking with me earlier. He's like, "Man, I just don't get it." And I'm like, "What do you mean?" He said, "You come in practice, run 3 laps. I watched all 3 laps you ran. You never lifted down the straightaway. The car slides to the right, slides back to the left." He said, "You're tank slapping all the way down the straightaway and don't lift." He's like, "How do you do it?" And I'm like, "Man, I don't know. I just do it." But
It just drives.
yeah, but I mean, I it was a good night. I really had fun. I love this track. Love this track car combo. Like I said, I told y'all last week, I'd like to see more tracks like this on the schedule for next year. And I think the last few tracks this year is short tracks. After I say what I'm gonna say, y'all can say something, and I'll pull up the rest of the schedule so we can let everybody know real quick. But the car was good. It was. I mean, I thought it was a pretty stable setup. I I like I said, just like to see more cars or more tracks on the schedule like this next year. Okay, here's the schedule for the rest of the year. So we're at North
I don't,
Hillsboro. Next December 2nd is the next race. We go to Lanier, and then December 9th is Martinsville. December 16th is Milwaukee. December 23rd we round out the championship at Nashville. So that'll be a pretty good little run. They're all pretty good short tracks, so that'll be fun. It'll be up my alley. But yeah,
Lanier, Nashville, I love them both. I'm a huge fan of Martinsville. Um, I have like a love-hate relationship with it. Either I love it during the race or I hate it, depending on how my race is going.
oh yeah.
There's no in between.
I used to go up there when I was growing up. My dad would take me, and we'd go up there and watch Cup qualifying, and then go to the race on Sunday up there at Martinsville, fall and spring races. I mean, that's one track I grew up at. That was the first track he took me to. And then I started getting more interested in racing, and he's like, "Well, you want to go to Charlotte?" And I was like, "Sure, let's go watch the 600." And he's like, "Now I'm gonna warn you, Charlotte's not Martinsville. It's the longest race of the year. If you want to go watch Rex, you're gonna be bored." And I was like, "Nah, let's go." But that is a long race when you're watching it. Let me tell you, if you don't really love racing and watching racing, you get bored quick.
Oh, I believe it because I've been to Texas, I've been to Atlanta. Yeah, I get it.
But yeah, I mean, it was fun. I had a good night. Everybody, I think, for the most part, done what they needed to do, driving wise. A few cautions here and there. Some could have been avoided. I think three wides were a bit of a problem tonight, but
4 wide too at one point. I remember there was 4 cars side by side at one point.
There is a picture. If you go over to the text channel for you guys, the
Yeah.
second picture or the first and second picture I uploaded is 3 and 4 wide, and you are in the 4 wide.
I was.
Yeah, you're in the 4 wide picture.
Yeah, it's a little early because you like a second or so after the first picture's taken, you end up sliding alongside Len and Gordon Larson.
It's you, Len, Aiden, and Gordon. I don't know if you can see that, but Len, Gordon, Aiden, Gordon, and by the time that little situation rectified itself on the track, at one point you were 4 abreast.
Holy crap! Yeah, I see it.
So
I'm glad that didn't take a turn for the worse. 'Cause, I mean, the thing that sucks about not having a live spotter on iRacing, I don't know if people know this watching or not, but so the spotters on here, they don't call 4 wide. They only call 3 wide. So when you're 4 wide, you don't know it.
no, you don't. Yeah, totally with you on that. And I've said the same thing before. And I'm all about. And I've had a lot of guys, hey, do anyone need a spotter or crew chief tonight? Gumby has asked many times because Gumby. I grew up a huge NASCAR fan. Gumby not so much. He grew up. Oh, not really into the racing aspect as much as I was. Same mom, different dads, kind of different mentality. His mind went more motocross, supercross. Mine went, racing NASCAR stuff. And as we grew up, he'd watch me play NASCAR, all the NASCAR Thunders and all the other stuff that we would watch and do. And slowly but surely, he's gotten interested. So he's actually mentioned a few times, like, hey, does anyone need a sponsor or anyone need a spotter? Anyone want a crew chief? Like his mind goes more to the intricacies versus the driving. He wants to get in the fuel strategy and get in there to tire strategy and he spends more time analyzing my lines during my practice up to my race during the week. Hey, I think you can gain a 10th here. I think you can gain a 10th there. Try this, try that. So we got people that are interested in stuff like that.
Yeah, and that's good to have. I mean, there's a special skill to being a crew chief and a spotter on here and in real life. I mean, it's not for everybody, just like driving a race car, whether it be on here or in real life is not for everybody. There's talent. There's definitely talents to both aspects.
And Gumby, he's very interested in that. So I know for me, I try to utilize him as best I can when I can. I think I was doing an endurance race setup once with the Ford GT at Mazda Laguna Seca, and we spent probably 2 hours sitting in my rig. And he had the mouse and the keyboard, and he would look over and he would adjust my setup for me a little bit. And I'd be like, I think we should try this or try that. He'd be like, well, try this, try that. And I think as the night went on, we shaved probably 45 seconds off my lap time in a couple hours.
Wow.
So Gumby's pretty talented in terms of understanding how a car reacts and where it can work. So he might not be a huge race fan, but he does definitely has a race mind.
He's got the science to it. I mean, there's science to this crap, especially setting them up in real life. You got to know. I mean, we're talking eighth, 16th of an inches, and they count more than you would ever think. I mean,
Oh, I believe it. When I raced go karts, it was that way.
yeah.
What
So
was it? What was it? We changed your rear suspension by like a minuscule amount because your car was sliding all over the place, and then after we changed the suspension just a touch in the rear end, it stuck like glue for
Yeah.
the rest of the race.
That's like when I first started racing. I bitched and moaned and groaned about the car's tight on entry. We've tried everything. The car still won't turn on entry. And one of my buddies is like, "Have you checked your bump steer?" And I'm like, "What the hell's bump steer?" And he's like, when you get on the brakes, the steering angle, everything flexes
Changes.
and it moves. Sure enough, we checked the bump steer on it and it was turning way to the right, when the car would set down and, get down on the shocks real
Yeah.
hard. So fix that and thing turned like I had never felt before. But it's just stuff like that.
What up,
that,
Greasy? How you doing, buddy?
to the average person,
We're
don't even
finishing
know
up
what
here
bump
for the
steer
day.
is, much
I'm probably
less
gonna
think
go to
about
bed.
it.
I'm tired.
Yeah, you're right. It's hard to say, hey, we're gonna do this thing, and then all of a sudden you're like, what is this thing?
Mhm.
So yeah, I'm with you. It's just a unique aspect. So racing is a crazy beast of its own.
For sure. Well, guys, it was good talking to y'all. I'm gonna go down here and shout at Tim real quick, but
I think Tim
oh,
left.
won't have. I missed. Oh yeah, he gone. He big gone.
He was chatting. He commented on our broadcast, and he said, "Don't inflate Cody's head more than it already is." So
I'm
yeah,
down to earth. I mean, honestly, I don't claim to be the best. I just like to race. I've been fortunate enough on here and in real life to do good. But there's a lot of guys out there on a given day that'll kick your butt. I mean, there's been people tell me, you're one of the best I've ever seen, and I'm like, I don't know about that. There's a lot of guys out there on a given day that'll kick your butt, so you got to stay after it. I don't know that we're the best, but we're doing well for what we've got and what we're working with.
well, Cody, I'm gonna do something before I disembark right now. I'm gonna send you a friend request on iRacing.
All right.
Not Cody Griffin. Did I? There it is, Cody Griffin.
Yeah.
From Carolina. There you are. I'm gonna send you a friend request because I have a philosophy, that I constantly want to make myself better, and similar to what you hear about being pretty good, I hear that in my own league, and I think when you hear that enough, um, without being pushed or challenging yourself, when you see some other talent, you no longer are the best or viewed the best. So I'm gonna try to hang out with you some, not on race nights for either of us, and I'm gonna try to see if I can make myself better by means through you, bud.
Hey, I'm all for it.
Well, all right, brother. We'll let you get off to what you're gonna go do. We can talk to you later. Good luck next week. Great win tonight. And way to show these guys again that you got what it takes to be up front.
All right, guys, it was fun. Shout out to everybody on the car. Like I said, it's a replica of the real life thing. 2/10 Designs, ERE Motors, H&H Motorsports, Trinity Swamp Rats, Off Road Outlaws. See if we can go get it done again. I guess when we come back December 2nd after Thanksgiving. So I'll actually be racing in real life next Friday night or Friday evening at Southern National Motorsports Park on the east coast of Carolina. Fun fact, I heard through the grapevine, MRN is actually calling our race. I don't know if they're broadcasting it, but I know they're calling it. So if y'all want to tune into that, check it out.
Oh, absolutely. I'll tune into that for sure.
All right, guys. I'll talk to y'all later. Y'all be good.
Yes, sir. Well, that's going to do it for us. I think.
Yeah.
As Gumby's all quiet on us.
My bad, yeah.
Hey,
I came back, you were just already on your roll, so I wasn't going to interrupt you.
So why that happened, Roger Strickland, thanks for liking the broadcast. I know we saw someone drop some emotes.
Those are just friends of mine. Those are my friends.
Morningstar emotes. Greasy, what's up, ugly? Thanks, Greasy.
I said something to I muted myself from Discord and said something to him while you guys were going. So.
Oh, okay. I appreciate it. Yeah, that wraps it for our week. Don't have anything else the rest of the week.
Yep.
Depending on what the week looks like, look for sometime Saturday, Gumby and I to possibly host a fun run on 87s at North Wilkesboro or 87 somewhere.
It's gonna hurt.
Maybe
it's gonna hurt. It's gonna be fun, but it's gonna hurt.
we're gonna throw some stuff up. Look for us to.
Just remember, I'm working Saturday too, though. I gotta do sales on Saturday, but like if it's later if it's later on in the night, though, it's not a problem.
Well, perhaps we can convince Gumby to come in and I can convince some other guys across our leagues. Let's go crash some hosted sessions. That's always a blast. Except some guys get angry, but I think
I'll plug my controller in.
I think a 12-pack of Guinness and a night of crashing people's hosted races should be fun.
I'll plug my controller in and do the old Santo from NFR.
Oh God, no. All right, well, we appreciate you guys. Thanks for coming.